I'm on.
That's on too, guys.
Double up.
Double up right now. Both using the bomber.
Oh, it's a school. It's a school. Good morning, Salt Strong Nation. It's Matt and the Yak, and I got my 8 rods in the back. And again, I have my man, Richard Thomas, on the 1s and 2s at the grass line. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Richard's gonna be fishing with me today. We got a really nice outgoing tide this morning. We had some really nice temps this morning. The gnats are kind of bad, but temperatures are below 70 degrees, and it is really nice out here, and we are really looking forward to getting out here and catching some of these fish. So, the plan of attack is just like we talked about in the pre-trip plan. We're gonna hit these textbook spots, hit some of these target points, see if we can dial in a little bit of a fall pattern since we're getting this cool air. So we're gonna get out here, start searching for these fish. We'll see how we do. Fish bump. I know there's fish here. Had them pop at my Yozuri, but they didn't want the wake bait. They popped at the Yozuri, but didn't take it down. I'm gonna put this Fred Bomber out there, see what they like about it. There we go, we're on. Fred Bomber to work. Feels like a good red. Staying down too. Yeah, feels like we got a good red, y'all. That's crazy. Switched up to the Fred Bomber and first cast. I hadn't seen this guy yet. Oh, there, I saw a little bit of him there. Looks like a good red. Let's see if we can. There we go. All right, now let's see if I can put some heat on this dude, get him up. All right, there we go. First fish, y'all, on the Fred Bomber. Fooling redfish every single day. Fred Bomber, baby. Let's go on that Haas Helix hook. That's what it's about. Let's go. Now this point right here, it's been productive.
And wouldn't you know, after giving Richard a heads up, guess who hooks up?
All right.
Ooh, good one right there.
Richard's on. Richard's on to a good one. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice red right here.
Let's go, buddy.
On the bomber, guys.
Keep him down, Rich. Keep him under, buddy, if you can. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Right here, guys. Bring him right over here to Matt. All right, in the net. There we go. Look at that beautiful red right there, guys. Man, this is an absolute tank.
On that Bomber.
Man, you think you wanted that bomber?
Woo!
Look at that.
Let's go, buddy.
Man, beautiful fish right here. There we go. Look at that pretty bronze.
Nice, bud. Nice fish, dude. You sit natural. Perfect. Perfect, bro. Big smile. That's the shot. Sweet. Heck yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Oh, dude.
Dude, there's some units out here, Bubba. Yeah, I'm telling you. So, Fred Bomber and the Slam Shady Bomber are doing it this morning. That's the only, is that the only thing we've got fish on yet? That's the only thing we've landed fish on is the Bomber profile, y'all. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I love it. That was epic, bro. That's what I like. So, I'm chunking this wake bait, and I'm not having any reason to keep chunking it. A lot of bait out here, a lot of big bait too. So maybe these fish are dialed in on that larger profile like the Bomber. Makes sense. Good fish, buddy. Solid fish, dude. That was a unit, bro. Tell me these suckers here don't fight different. Tell me they don't fight different.
Man, he just kept going.
They don't stop, dude. Add a little Dr. Juice to it. See if I can't get me a bit of a slick with my bait here. maybe a little something extra. Y'all know I'm a big believer in that Dr. Juice, so this is your daily reminder to use it. This stuff works, no doubt. I've seen it with my own eyes. Look, look. I don't know what this is. Big drum. Holy smokes. You big sucker.
Watch how easily I can go through this grass with this Haas Helix hook and not get tangled up in any weeds or grass or anything and still catch this fish.
I'm on trout. Yeah, it is a good one. Nice trout on that Fred bomber, you guys. He's staying down too. I don't want to bring him up till I'm ready with the net, because I'm trying to make sure I keep this fish. I want to go for a slam today. See if we can hit the Richard slam. Oh no. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. I got to get him on the other side. There we go. We got him, Bubba. Keep him in the water for a second, you guys, so he doesn't thrash anymore up here when I pick him up. All right, there we go. It might be a 20, brother. He's got some battle scars though, y'all. He choked that Fred bomber. Choked it. Absolutely choked it. Look at there. That's awesome. Well, let's go get this guy going. On that Fred bomber, you guys. Haas Helix hook. Getting it done out here with the Fred bomber. Ready to go. I would be too if I just had a Fred bomber in my face. Oh man.
Dude, I was getting some bits right there.
I had taps right there too.
Probably a needle.
It's got to be, dude.
There it is. Oh, got it. Whatever it is. My bad.
Let's go, buddy. Staying down.
Yeah, man. Got a nice red right here.
That's what it looks like.
Paying attention to the fact that Richard and I both got our hits running parallel to the grass line, I cast again to run straight next to the grass.
I'm on
That's on too, guys.
double up.
Double up right now. Both using the bomber.
Oh, it's a school. It's a school. Awesome, brother. You still want to go in? Just a minute ago, Richard said, well, I think we can head in if you're about ready. And I said, sure, fine with me. And then he said, let's hit this point. We hit the point and we found a school and we doubled up. And now I'm gonna see if I can talk Richard into staying a little while longer on these fish. Got him. We got a redfish in. Let's go. Woo!
Yeah, nice.
Another one on that Fred bomber, y'all. They are crushing that Fred bomber. They're crushing the bombers. Richard's over there picking them off with the Slam Shady bomber, and I've been getting them on the Fred bomber. I think it's just that larger profile size. As we start getting into these cooler temps, that bigger bait right there in the fall is definitely gonna be what you want to start looking to throw. Bigger baits for sure. I do have a little bit more tannic water here, so I am a little partial to the Fred paddle tail and that Fred color, you know, it fooling redfish every day, and this is a prime example right here. Awesome, beautiful fish. We're gonna get a quick picture and let this guy go. Right, get a nice release on this guy. Oh goodness, he was ready to go. He was ready. It's all right. It's all right.
I do want to just stop just for a second just to highlight that these bomber paddle tails were absolutely crushing it for us on that day. We had them rigged on that Haas Helix hook, that 1/8 ounce weedless Haas Helix hook, and that was absolutely the ticket. Now, we were into a really nice school of redfish, and that was really great for us that day, but those bomber profiles that was able to mimic that mullet was absolutely what those fish were dialed into. If you're interested in picking up any of those bomber profiles, whether it be the Slam Shady bomber, the Gold Digger bomber, the Fred bomber, or even the Alla bomber, those are available at our online tackle shop at fishstrong.com. Keep in mind, our insiders do save 20% or more off of all of their fishing tackle, including all of the equipment that I was using on this day. If you want some more amazing fishing content like this, or some awesome saltwater inshore fishing tips just like this, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you get more awesome content sent to you on a regular basis. So let's go ahead and get back to the water and check out how we dialed the rest of these fish in.
We're going to see if we can maybe catch one or so more fish before we call it donezo for the day. But we did find what we were looking for. We found schooling redfish, and we were able to get on them real quick this morning. Found some really good fish, so we're going to see if we can find one more in the school real quick before we call it a day. I'm all about that double up action, brother.
Dude, even that little one, man.
Yeah,
Like a
freight train. Yeah, we got some fighting welterweights here. You can't tell them they're not 100 pounds. I'm on. That was a good thump. Big red. Oh, never mind. There's big ones with him. That's a school. Right up in here. They moved there, Richard. They moved up there. I thought the big fish was the one I had hooked. I got the smaller one. Because they were running right next to each other after I hooked up, and I didn't see the smaller one because he was behind and beside. He papped it like he was the, you know what? It might have been the bigger one that hit it first.
Yeah.
And he picked it up. Trying to let him just carry me out of there. I was going parallel to the grass. All right. Another beautiful, beautiful redfish. We're out here just crushing them with the bomber, y'all. I can't say I've ever had a day like this with the bomber where these fish have just consistently one after, oh, there's the school. Another one. Right here, coming your way. They're running around me. That might be a different school. It's got to be. Y'all, these fish are schooled up on this point, and we are out here just getting into them, y'all, with the bomber. Let's go. Right, get this guy a really nice release. Oh yeah, he was ready. He was ready, didn't take much. These fish are fired up, Jack. This weather has got these fish moving and chewing, y'all. So y'all, Richard just caught another redfish in the same spot I just caught mine. And I'm pretty sure these fish are hanging around this point right here in front of us. You see Richard's got a fish right now. I just released mine and he caught his right behind me. We've doubled up a couple times already. We are definitely found where these fish are holding. It took us a while. We had to keep moving. That's super important in this transition period. Me and Richard have not stayed in one spot very long because we didn't find fish. If we're not getting bites, if we're not getting hits, we're staying moving because these fish are moving and we want to be moving with them. So we're trying to make sure we keep moving until we start finding consistent action. And that's what we found here, some solid and consistent action. We're gonna keep throwing and see if we can find some more. Now, you're gonna go across some broken bottom. Now that the sun's up and we can see some, you'll see like patches of broken bottom. Do not pass those up. Monster. came out of there. Holy smokes. Monster came out of there and hit this. Trout on the Fred bomber right here. Nice trout. I know there was some fish right here. Pretty trout. That Fred bomber. Okay, let's go. Trout time. Yep.
As Richard and I are heading in, I decide to troll the Fred bomber on that Haas Helix hook. The area we're coming over is only about 3 foot deep, and it is a little grassy, so using that Haas Helix hook to troll with is still an option. So I put that bomber behind us and I go ahead and put that rod in the rod holder, and wouldn't you know, I do end up getting a bite, but I don't know it until long after it's happened.
I got a fish. I'm on, and I didn't even know it. I thought I had grass when I reached back. It's a tiny trout, schooly trout. Look at there, y'all. Trolling the old Fred bomber on the way in. Hooked up a nice trout. Okay, send them on. Later, dude. That was cool. Take it any way we can get them. Perfect, perfect. Now I can see it good. Sweet, bro. That looks good.
Yeah, dude.
It's a cool picture. All right, Salt Strong Nation, the day is done. Richard and I found the fish this quick trip this morning. We had some beautiful weather. We found some schooling redfish, and that was just really awesome. It seemed like we almost back to back. He'd get one, I'd get one, he'd get one, I'd get one. We double up. He'd get one, I'd get one, he'd get one, I'd get one. We double up. We had a phenomenal day out here, you guys, and I want y'all to know we threw a lot of baits this morning. We threw a lot of presentations at these fish, and it wasn't until the sun started to come up that we started really dialing in that these fish were keyed in on that larger profile. So we switched over to the bomber size, that 5-inch paddle tail, and it was really just lights out. These fish were definitely keyed on that larger profile with all of this big mullet around. There's a lot of big mullet, and that's indicative of this fall season. There's gonna be a lot of bigger bait out here on the flats. And when you find this bigger bait, definitely be looking to throw those bombers, whether it be the Fred bomber, Slam Shady bomber, Ala bomber, Gold bomber, it doesn't matter. Get that bomber out there in these waters and get on these fish. Again, that Haas Helix hook was the hook of choice today, and we fishing a lot around some of this heavy cover, and so that Haas Helix hook was definitely the right choice. So if you want to grab any of those bomber profiles, you can always get them at fishstrong.com, or if you want to use the ones that we caught fish on today, you can click the links above. We always appreciate you watching, and thanks for joining us out here. Me and Richard had a great day, and we're so glad that we could share it with you guys and tell you the trend that we found super fast, that these fish can change their patterns. They've definitely done it since I've been here last, and I'm sure they're gonna stay moving. So it's very important during this transition period not to stay in one spot for too long. Stay moving until you find those fish. But for now, we're gonna stay moving, see if we can get moving towards this ramp, get on in, get cleaned up, get us some food in our bellies, and hopefully get Richard a safe return back to Savannah. I'm so glad he got to spend this time with me, and I appreciate you guys joining us on this trip. Until next time, fish bump. Boom!
And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we are the #1 online fishing club out there, because we actually guarantee we're going to help you catch more fish, not only with fishing tips and in-depth courses, but also our new Smart Fishing Spots app. That actually tells you exactly where the fish will be, as well as the best times of day to fish there, plus so much more. You'll also save tons of money with tackle discounts and make tons of new fishing friends in the insider community. So thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you in the insider community soon.